Will go a long way in empowering the next generation of ITSEKIRI leaders. For we are the leaders of tomorrow that is not far. For we will feed the vacant spaces. For we would be the generation that preserves its own. We assure you that your trust and investment in the student community will not be in vain. And with God leading us in the way that prospereth, according to Isaiah 48 verse 17, you will not be disappointed. We will continue to uphold excellence, discipline, integrity, and service, striving to become worthy ambassadors of Warri wherever we find ourselves. May the throne of our King continue to stand firm. May our mother Olori and the royal family continue to enjoy divine favor and protection. May God Almighty bless the great people of Warri, its young ones, its students, its youth, its investors, its leaders. Long live the Olu Of Warri. Long live the Queen Consort of Warri. Long live ITSEKIRI Student Association. And long live the great people of Warri. Ogiame.
Ene wagbe iwere negbe go ene wagbe iwere negbe go ene wagbe iwere negbe go noluwe gbegbere sigbe ene wagbe iwere negbe go ene wagbe iwere negbe go ene wagbe iwere negbe go noluwe gbegbere sigbe.
Thank you. Maybe I'll look back. Nice. Inaisi. Inaisi. And a doctor, Your Majesty, please, the judges, panel of judges, be computing your result as I call on Chief Brand Mene, the Ogolusa of Warri, a Semwede, to midwife the proposed development of ITSEKIRI and its environment.
Ogiame. Ajamokiao. Perhaps I should speak in English to ensure that everyone who has stayed away from home for a very long time and have suddenly returned in answer to Ogiame's call could properly understand us. Can we have some quiet, please? Whether you are standing, please, let's just have some quiet so we can follow through this presentation. We know that by the grace of God, He has, since from inception of us as a people, given us the appetite to aim for the best in our individual endeavors as well as in our collective endeavors. And our King Ogiame Atuwatse III, the Olu Of Warri, ever since his ascension, has sought to use the capacity that God has given to him to raise the standard of development that should be among our people. We know too that historically we have several communities, the fame of which we hear of, and have produced noble people over the ages. But a lot of the time, if anyone would visit any of these places today, at best, one may be led to shed tears and wondering, how have we fallen so low? And you can put into two broad terms people who are away from home, either because of a sense of adventure, they're going out to seek better things, which is not bad in itself, but there are others who have left in frustration. So Ogiame has put up a committee to brainstorm and look at our immediate environment. What are we to do to improve on it? Of course, it is expected that this will spread much wider afterwards. So the one who leads the team, the committee, is Chief Amatoshero. He will speak and perhaps introduce the others, and at some point I will then say what we have done so far in a nutshell. Would you please?
Ogiame. 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 Oje Baba. Okay, and distinguished gentlemen and ladies, I will present to you the town planner in charge of this to give us a brief 5 minutes overview of what the proposed plans are.
Ogiame. So, Ogiame, Olori, Oje Baba. Ogiame called us together sometime back in about January to start this process, to try to bring together projectors, please. Media. Thank you. Please, if you can see the media screens, try not to take any photographs. Please, try not to take any photographs. Ogiame called us together to bring this proposal forward, and we've gone through the communities, the 6 communities in Oyo-Ekòró and Oyo-Ekòró itself. The idea is that as a family, we want to present this to you, and we'll take a few feedback to improve what we have designed. So it's not ready for public, but it's a family discussion that we're having at this time. So we went through Oyo-Ekòró and the communities, like I said, and Ogiame wants us to develop Oyo-Ekòró and the environs, Ubodede, Usele, Inori, Ajigba, and Orugo, as one city, just like you have the Warri city or like you have the Lagos city with different districts. So you can have an Ikeja, a Surulere, Agege, with their own centers and their own thriving possibilities. That is the vision that Ogiame has for us. So we came together, we did some work with the community members, we collected the data, we analyzed the data, and we have come up with a plan. This shows us the 6 communities that we are talking about, that we went through and spoke with the people from the various communities. This is the island itself. It's about 26 kilometers, 260 kilometers square. That is bigger than Warri City that we have today. But we are looking first at a portion of that, which is about 8,900 hectares. That portion, we analyzed it, we looked at the terrain, we looked at the drainage pattern, we looked at the vegetation cover, and the way we can use the land. And the vision is for a 20-year period of time. So to do that, we went through the communities, like I said. Ogiame first called a meeting in March. After the meeting in March, we went to the communities and visited with the community members and went back and collected information from the community. And then, of course, we also flew drone to gather some information and did some surveys. Based on all of those, we identified certain challenges that we face: transportation, water, electricity. We see that electricity is coming into the city now. We also have sewerage, refuse disposal issues in our communities. We see that our schools are in a state of, in some instances, they need support and repair, and we need more students in some of these schools. We also saw that we don't have restaurants and hotels, so we were thinking about how to do that. Security, we have vigilante. We want to have police. We want to have military presence. We took all this data and we produced a land use plan, and the land use plan is based on two concepts. The first concept is about each of the city, each of the districts, Usele, Olugbo, Inori, Ajigba, being strong in themselves while working together as one unit. That is the polycentric method. The second principle we'll use is the principle of sponge city. The sponge city concept allows cities that are within riverine areas, wetlands, to vomit the water that comes during rain, to come out clean and safe, so that we don't look like Lekki that we have challenges with today across Nigeria. We identified issues that we can address using the sponge city, including cutting of our mangroves so that we don't have erosion that we are thinking about. So we analyzed all of those information and we came up with this is the plan that we are proposing. We are proposing this plan. It's difficult for me to point to this plan for you because of the size of the room. But if you look on the top of the map, you see Ubodede. We are proposing that as a commercial hub when the bridge lands from Warri, from Ife, or when the pontoon brings the car in. That area, industrial on one side, commercial on the other side. Of course, some residential area. You come down the Satreko Road, the Trans-Warri Road, and come to the other communities. We've planned several settlement areas in those communities. If you look down the middle of the map, you see something like an heart. That is the heart of Oyo-Ekòró as a city. And that is where Oyo-Ekòró is at the bottom side, and some part of Inori and Orugbo at upper side. That will be our center of administration, our center of culture, with museums, theaters, and things that will attract visitors to our community. Below that map, below that section, we are proposing a new palace ground. We think that our palace ground is currently quite small. We are in the modern age, we want a bigger palace ground. So we are proposing some palace ground, and then of course you can see other settlements there. Looking further, I won't go into these details. Looking further, to go into the future, because we are saying 20 years, we think that we should have certain facilities that are of modern cities. An airport is critical. We've planned a regional airport for that area. That airport will be as big as the Benin Airport or the Kano Airport or Kaduna Airport. It's a regional airport that we are planning, not an airstrip. We also have ultramodern hospitals planned. We have university campuses put there. We have army, military barracks, police barracks, because we want to have a full city that we are planning to have. So if you look on the list, we have a list of all the facilities that we're expecting to have in the new city. But I will stop here because we are short of time. We'll have more time in future when we receive one or two feedback from you now to improve this and make it even a better plan for every one of us. Ogiame.
Ogiame. The sum of all of this is we have a long way to go, and there is a need for each of us to take precautionary steps that will not retard the progression that we should be gaining with time. The first of such warning is, please do not be in a hurry to buy land somewhere just because you hear development is coming. You may end up being shortchanged. So please be patient, because what Baba has in mind is for a proper governance structure such that if you eventually paid for a portion of land, your money will give you the value for which you have paid. No encumbrances, no dilly-dallyings, no encroachment, but the basic amenities that should be there, that will be found in any comparable international city, will be provided there. So you'll be proud to be there in it. unlike what we find now, where sometimes it was said of a man who is selling a plot somewhere, but he has sold the one in front. And then the man asks, how do I get to my plot without passing through the man who is in front of me? And he said, don't worry, he's a gentleman, he will allow you to pass. That's not the issue here. So please hold your resources. At the right time, you will know. Where you can put your money to get what you ought to get, you will know. It will be very, very clear. So please do not, in a hurry, go anywhere and be cheated. Secondly, please do not be over enthusiastic about this. Because a lot of the time, we know what we are doing behind the scenes in order to ensure that we have good results. You are being privileged to be told this now. Keep it to yourself and pray. And as we grow on, you will know what progress we are making. And by the time we are ready for you to participate, you also know clearly. One other thing is that each of these communities that surround Oyo-Ekòró, they are being carried along. All that we have done so far, they are being carried along. None of them is being left behind. And Ogiame also does not intend that at some point they will be left behind. So let there not be any agitation, any anxiety. And also, please, let's talk to our people and let them to know that it is better to prepare for what is good, and you get there tomorrow, and God will help us to get there. Thank you very much for the attention that you have given to Ogiame. And as we go forward, you will go on being informed. Ogiame.
Let's put our hands together for Ogiame for these laudable initiatives. Ogiame, another question. So please, Your Majesty, with your kind permission, we'll be calling on the judges. In the next 10 minutes, we are leaving the hall, please. 10 minutes, your results and presentation of prizes, please. 10 minutes. Chief Guna, you first. The two pastors who are supposed to be among the judges, please. So please, we will hear from you.
Mobi ajato tu Ogiame ene dokpe gbo wene
ene be ajado tu afekpi anto kẹrin anto jo anto fo anto ṣe poetry recitation areti o result for level already by rating ajado tunke ajado ripa ene dokpe
Ogiame. We want to thank His Imperial Majesty, Ogiame Atuwatse III, CFR, and the Queen Consort, Olori Atuwatse III, and also the chiefs for this very auspicious event. This is an event indeed that has captured the imagination and has delivered far more than expected. We are blessed to have a king that is full of initiative. We have a king that is a strategic thinker. And all we see here today, there is a reason and there is a journey. Chekri de Demokangao. Because of time, I will go ahead to the results. But I will want to thank the mentors, all of you that helped the children and helped them to deliver this very beautiful program. The program, ITSEKIRI Children and Teenagers Heritage Fiesta. As I sat here, what came to my mind is that this is Enyimisa. That is the Abuja of this program. Mobi Agbewoni. Enyimisa is our future is good. Our future is blessed. Amen. Now we have scored 3 categories, but we'll be announcing 2. The categories we scored is language competition and also poetry competition. The ITSEKIRI quiz competition, we scored it, but virtually 6 of the participants came in with 2 marks each. So we will leave that out, but congratulations to them. Now we have a scoring matrix. One of them is presentation and content. The other is dressing. Bante fiagaragba lefu. Very important for us ITSEKIRIs. The other is diction. Genwo fuaja to wolati fuaja bo bi ITSEKIRI te for, that is the diction. And the other very important thing we scored as a matrix or criteria was crowd involvement. You can see that some of them actually brought the crowd alive. Then the other one, the last but not the least, is composure, what we call steez. There was one of our daughters here. They delayed in giving her the mic. There were so many things going wrong, but she composed herself so wonderfully well. I want us to give them all a round of applause before we read the results. Just a little disclaimer. We have the names. We are sure of the people we are calling, but it's just that we don't have some of them their last name, and we don't have their Abuja, but they know themselves. Category for language competition, very quickly. Eyolusan Temitwokpe. So this is, I think I should have done it the other way around, but this is the first position for language competition. Orishewenyimi, second for language competition. Orishewenyimi, please hurry up. Then the third position for language competition is Orishemila Festus. We will go ahead, and I must tell you that ITSEKIRI Gitaka Jinyangba Koli. Between us judges, there was back and forth, there was toing and froing until we came to this conclusion. So, and also I can assure you that these results are very fair. It was because of their performance. Under the poetry competition, the third position is Shemisan. Shemisan. Is she still around? The second position is Grace or Masan. Okay. I'll come back to it. And the first position for poetry is Victory Sheyi-san. So which one did you tell me? Okay. So do we have the 6 of them? Do we have the 6 of them now? No, we don't. Who are we missing? Okay, poetry. Let me go again. Third position, please. Can you identify yourself? Kagbewere Wurare. Shemisan or Sheyisan. Third position. Is he here? No, it's not here. So it's Sheyisan we are missing. Victory. No, Shemisan is number 3. Number 2, Grace or Massa. Okay? And the first position for poetry, Victory, Sheyi-san. Forgive me. Special recognition for Atiene, one of the newscasters. I think he has a future in broadcasting. His voice, the vocals, the vocal quality is top-notch. Please, can you just stand up, come to the front of your seat. Special recognition for Atiene. Yes. Let him say something.
Kianja, dene da tukbongure.
Owene bi ene omre didi ene kiara Ogiame su.
All right.
So, like I told you, he delivered. You can go back to your seat. This is a special recognition. FM, our ITSEKIRI FM, please take note. The organizers, we have called them out. Deaconess, behold your children. Children, behold your deaconess. And while deaconess is coming forward, please again, forgive me, let me take liberties. The drummers, please let us appreciate them. Bewotuogume kekere. Bewotuogume, chief drummer. Wawongi. Making bar. He. Oh yana abe yana. Mo bia tansire mo magi anto jo wanle tansire anto lokumewe akalianga Ogiame, we have completed our assignment, and your presents, they are all waiting for you. I have been told, duly informed, your presents are waiting for you. Because of time, we'll not go through that ceremony. God bless you. Please appreciate them. Please appreciate them as they go back to their seats. Congratulations.
Ogiame, we will call on Deaconess Elizabeth Toyo to tell us thank you by way of vote of thanks.
Ogiame Baba. Elejo lo dokpe. O shara yiyan ogbene. To wa bele shikale. Osa oretenene ba twirayi. Baba ile nkun mi etene wa gi baba oge ne dokpe. Ayekere to musha legbene biro manga baduge no gwajure elegele dokpe. Ojo yi baba to wekete dede ele dokpe o. Ele gba ara le gba dokpe. O mere leke bebi e to ugbo dede ele dokpe gba dede ele ga sewon ele go narire ele gba gba jubo gba roliwe noruko risho lugbe to deye boran dede.
Ajadotu Ogiame no gboregba to boro. Ajadotu, please listen for what Ogiame has for you. And
one of our own, Omawumi, one of the best artists, she says, I love you not before mouth. You have carried first, you have carried second, you have carried third, not before mouth. Our king, His Imperial Majesty, has performed. It's not just for mouth. And I can tell you that Ogiame I will start with the drummers. The drummers, you are getting 750,000 from Ogiame. Otore. Now, for the two, Otore, Onokyongyame. Foke. Osengwa. Where again a gidi generated renting or for Ogumewe no for Mogbore Ogiame Ologume Mogbo. Now, for each of the two categories, third prize, 250,000 naira. Osengwa. For each of the two categories, second prize, 500,000 naira. 500,000. Now wait for the first prize. Are you ready for the first prize? For each of the two categories, His Imperial Majesty, our beloved King, Ogiame Atuwatse III, CFR, has blessed you with each with 1 million naira. So, I think we all feel blessed. Even if the prize did not get to you, you feel blessed. Thank you again, co-judges, Pastor Tony Mene Akpata, the CEO of Rise FM, and Dr. And